Hi everyone, this is Mr. Stangy, your biology or honors biology instructor for the summer of 2015. Just here to give you a video to kind of show you how to navigate Blackboard since there's a lot of new features for any of you who've taken an online class before. And for those of you who are new to Blackboard, you're kind of gonna need a little bit of help just kind of getting through things because it can be a little confusing and overwhelming at first. But before we begin anything, if you follow my mouse up to the top right hand corner, you'll see where it says for me demo user, but for you it would say your first and last name, and then it would give you a bunch of notifications. Mine, I have 74. I have no idea why, but I do. Now, you might be tempted to use those notifications where it tells you that you have upcoming assignments due to try to get all your work done. However, that would be a very bad idea because the only assignments it's going to notify you about are quizzes and tests. And they're only going to account for about 70 to 75% of your grade, maybe 80%, depending. There will be other grades that you need to do as well. They're assignments. So you want to pay attention more to this menu over here. If you follow me down to the left, this left-hand main menu over here is the menu you want to use for everything. It has links to anything you could possibly need. Now, when you land on the home page for the class, which you can see right here, this little house icon, if you ever want to get back to this point, you just click that and it'll take you back to that point.
2 hours later.
Okay, and you see the first announcement, you see I just basically returned it to exactly where we were before. But the first announcement you're going to see has this awesome little magic hand pointy clicker thing that says start here. The start here link, which you would have already gone to in order to get to this video. Now, you can see my welcome message here in several different languages. I may toss you a few bonus points if you can tell me what all the different languages are without using Google Translate. But there's a bunch of things in here and start here. You've already seen all of that. What we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to go down a little bit further over to here to where it says under information. You have announcements, general course information, and teacher information. Teacher information is obviously about me. Now, general course information, however, if you click on that, is going to contain several things that you might find important, specifically the class syllabus. Now, if you open the class syllabus, you'll see, and actually before we open it, we'll look here. Underneath it, you have types of assignments, checking my grades, online etiquette, another link back to the start here menu in case there's something you've forgotten. And then after you're done with all these things, you should move on to student resources and help, which is where we're going to go next. But now back up here to the syllabus, you need to read through every part of this. It's a 14-page site when you open up for the syllabus here, and you need to read through every part carefully because in order to know everything from my class, you're going to have to read this. And if you send me emails asking me questions and it's something that can be found in the syllabus, I'm simply going to say, please refer to the syllabus. Now, once you open it, it'll either talk about honors biology with a description of the course or biology 1 with a description of the course. Now, navigation buttons are right here to the top right, and there are 14 pages, as I said. Now, if at any time you want to go back to the announcements page, you can click on the little house button here to go back home. But instead of doing that, we're just going to actually click back, which you can also do. And we're going to go back to where we were because I'll let you go through the syllabus on your own. It would take me too much time with the slow internet I have to go through it with you on a video. Now, from there, after general course information, it told you to go on down to here, student tools. You have student resources and help. This is an excellent, excellent source for you. If you click under student resources, you're going to see you have a variety of resources to help you in the class. This is also listed in the syllabus, by the way, but you have student resources and student support. You have technology resources, educational resources, student services through CCPS Online, accessibility information for anybody with disabilities or who falls under the classification of exceptional in education. And you also have, again, direction to the CCPS Online offices with contact information. And I cannot say enough how great everybody there is, whether it's Mrs. Skeens, Mrs. Noel, or Dr. Rankin. All of the people there are great to deal with. Okay, but let's go all the way up we're going to look at technology resources very quickly, just to give you an overview of what you have available to you to help you. Because as you go through high school and go into college, you'll have the opportunity to take lots of online classes, which I highly recommend. But there are a lot of resources here that I was not given as a student who took online classes that I wish I would have had. Now, you have the CCPS online website support page, which if you run into any issues with your quizzes not showing questions and answers or anything not working out right, which browser to use. By the way, if you're not using Chrome, make sure you're using Chrome. Firefox will work, but not as well as Chrome, so please use Chrome. You have all kinds of information on that. You have Blackboard help, which is something that you may need to use, you may not. I hope you don't, but if you do, most of your questions can be answered within this link here. However, if you still have questions and you can't understand something, or if it's just outside of what help is offered, please contact me and I'll put you in contact with somebody who can help. Or if it's something that I can fix, I'll fix it myself. Now, remember I talked about using Chrome or Firefox. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is the link for you. What browser am I using? So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go in there. If you're using the one with the blue E, you might not even be able to see any of this stuff. Now, you have all kinds of things on how to clear your cache, cookies, and history, how to take a screenshot, free screen recorders like Jing. I'm using WeVideo, which is also another one you can use. You have alternatives to Microsoft Word. Those of you from Chesterfield County would know all about Google Drive. You have Open Office. There's all kinds of things. And if, like I said, if things don't show up, you have the little shield icon. Please make sure if you're taking a quiz and it does not show the questions, if you're using Firefox, look for this guy. If you're using Chrome, look for this guy to try to figure out why you might not be able to see things. You also have links on how to fine-tune your computer skills. Maybe you need help with typing, or maybe you need help understanding things on a computer. This is the link for you. Now, we're going to go all the way back up. Now, we're going to go back, and right here you can follow the breadcrumb trail too to go back to things. We're going to go back to student resources. And slowly opening. Here we go. Now you have educational resources. This is great. You have study tips. You have instructions on how to take notes. There's all kinds of great things in here. I really wish I had had this when I went to college. Nobody had ever taught me how to study, but here you have new ways to study, writing and research tools. And if you want to take the SOL biology practice test at the end of the course or anytime during the course, here's a practice test for you. Although I will tell you the new test is going to be a good bit different, but this is one that just is also very, very helpful. Just kind of gives you a sense and feel for what it's like to take the test. Now, we're going to go back again using the breadcrumb trail back to student resources. And here we go. We've done technology, we've done educational. Now, CCPS student services, you have everything from translation services, school counseling, psychologists, all those things if you need access to any of it. I expect you to go through those on your own. Now, from here, we're going to go back over here to student tools over here on the left, and we're going to go into study and pacing guides. Now, the pacing guide is very, very important. Study guides are as well. And as soon as my slow internet decides to work, I can show you and explain it to you. Here we go. Now, pacing guide. One of the first things I recommend doing as soon as you're done with this video is go in, open the pacing guide, print a copy, or save it to your computer. However you need to do it, have it with you. It is a great, great resource. It tells you the due dates on everything. It also tells you 4 things to keep in mind about how I do things, how I accept late work, things like that. And right here, Summer 2015 Biology Pacing Guide. Just go ahead, download it, open it. I give you the due date for every single assignment for the course and list all of them out so you can plan everything. Study guides also are very important because you will use those where we're going next. So you need the study guide for each unit, because the first 2 units are the only ones you're going to see at first. The other ones will become open as we go through the course. These are the 2 you have to complete during the first week of the course. So we'll just go to unit 1 just to show you the setup you will see. So, oh look, you have a quiz on the syllabus. Interesting. Now, That's the first quiz you'll have to take. So, like when I told you to read through the syllabus carefully, make sure you do so that you can pass that quiz. It's 150 points. Great way to start off the summer course. Get yourself some extra, well, not extra, but really good points to start off. Now, whenever you open one of these, you need the study guide. This is where you will take your notes. This is what I recommend that you do every Sunday when all of this becomes available to you. So when you go through and you open this up, you have for either honors bio or bio, you will have this is your online textbook essentially. It tells you the questions you need to consider while taking the course, the objectives for each unit, and information to go through, and then you can go on to the next section. It tells you the assignments as well, and here's where you'll actually use the study guide. Read through, answer the study guide, then you can use that study guide to study for all the quizzes, prepare for any assignments, anything like that. And now, one thing I will need to let you know though is that it gives you a whole list of different assignments that you would do if you were taking this as a full year course. You will not be responsible for all of these. Please follow the pacing guide and not this information here. Now, we're going to go back again to Unit 1, and you'll see you have different things you have to do. So for Unit 1, your first assignment is actually a discussion board about the unifying themes, which is part of the information that's in the nature of science and biology. Then you have a journal entry you have to do. You have a quiz, then another quiz, then you have the unit exam. Now, remember, you only have 2 to 3 days to get the first unit done, because then you have to get the second unit done in the second half of the week to get everything done by Sunday at 11 a.m. Now, I'm working through clicking on the discussion there or clicking on discussion board in the course menu on the left-hand side. And when you go into the discussion board, you have different topics. You just click on the discussion prompt and then you can start typing. Now, I'm going to go all the way back to home and we're going to finish this up, because now I think you have enough information on how to navigate Blackboard and get through the course and be successful. But please, if you have any questions, remember, text and email are the best ways to reach me, but you can also reach me by phone and I will call you back as soon as possible if I do not answer directly. Other than that, have a great summer and I look forward to working with you.